There is a moment that every traditional bow hunter dreams of. A crisp morning, the rustling of leaves, and a deer stepping within 10 yards. But after 7 years of hunting public land with nothing but a longbow or a recurve in my hand, I've learned that dream doesn't come easily. Public land is unpredictable at best, and traditional bow hunting is very unforgiving. Yet those challenges have made every success, no matter how small, feel like a triumph. Let me take you through what 7 years in the woods have taught me about this ancient, humbling pursuit. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Dale, and I've been trad hunting for the last 7 seasons. I specifically chose public land because it fits my budget. This video has been 7 years in the making. I still wanted to make this video to share with others things that I'd learned, especially some of the things that I wished I would have learned 30 or 40 years ago when I first started bow hunting. To keep things simple, we're going to talk about traditional bow hunting in 3 different categories. You have a recurve, you have the longbow, and then you have a special group of hunters who actually make their own bows, and these are typically called self bows. You may have heard of them as the Osage bows. Some of the differences between your traditional bow and your more modern hunting bow is that your traditional longbows typically don't have anything attached, maybe a quiver at most, but they don't have the more technical things like a sight or a peep sight or mechanical releases. If you enjoy making your own equipment, it's also another fun way because you can make your own shooting tabs, your own arm guards, and those are really the only things that you're going to need. Something to protect your fingers and something to protect your arms. I will also mention that it requires a unique skill when you're hunting with traditional bows. You're going to be required to learn how to shoot instinctively and at close range. That'll be another pro as we continue on with the video, getting close. As we begin talking about the pros of traditional bow hunting, it is a known fact that you're going to have some challenges ahead of you, and it's also going to be a lot of skill development. The more that you get out in the woods, it's going to help increase your woodmanship, as well as patience and the thrill of a close encounter. This connection to nature is going to be an immersive experience with a historical connection with our ancestors. By using the simplified gear that traditional bows have, it can be less expensive, easier to maintain than some of the more modern gear. Part of the community and tradition. The camaraderie among traditional bow hunters is like none other, and keeping an old craft alive is something that you can share with others. If we're going to talk about the pros of traditional bow hunting, we also have to talk about the cons. There is a steep learning curve. The accuracy and instinctive shooting can take you a long time to master. You're going to have range limitations, limited effective range compared to the modern bow hunting equipment with sights and peep sights and higher weight poundage bows. Time and preparation. It's going to require a lot more practice. And a lot more scouting, due to the fact that you have to get much closer to the game, since you know you're shooting with something with limited effective range. The challenges on public land, there's going to be competition to get into these spots. You've got pressure on the deer population. And then if you're hunting new area, potentially some unpredictable terrain. Now for the fun part, Some of the lessons that I've learned over the last 7 years of trad hunting public land, I think the one that's most commonly overlooked is the amount of patience. When I was a kid, I read a magazine article in Bowhunter magazine called The 3 Ps to Successful Bow Hunting: Patience, Persistence, and Perseverance. These are the 3 keys to success, especially when you're talking about hunting with a traditional bow. The more you're out in the woods is being key also. You've got to spend time out there. And the more that you learn, it will help you with your scouting, things to look for, things that you may have overlooked in the past, and things that you need to adapt so that you can get closer. This is all part of the patience and persistence and perseverance. Overcoming setbacks. My martial arts instructor always told me the best way to learn is through our mistakes, and he's exactly right. I've made a lot of mistakes over the last 7 years. Some of them were really ridiculous, like rookie mistakes, and some of them were just things that I didn't think about until it happened. Learning how to play the wind is key when you're trying to get close to deer. You've got to have the wind in your favor. You've got to have a positive outlook. And when we're talking about our mindset, it's important for me to point out right now, expectations. We've got to keep our expectations and our goals for the hunt in perspective. Expectations lead to disappointments. So if you go out there hoping to learn more, hoping to get closer, you're going to have a lot less disappointment. If you are lucky enough in your first couple of hunts to get close enough to make a trad bow shot that's ethical, the rewards are unmistakably unforgettable. In conclusion, I would like to follow up by saying this. If you decide to take up traditional bow hunting, it's going to help shape you into a better hunter and a better person. I can honestly say that I've learned a lot over the past 7 years of trad hunting. This experience has truly helped me become a much better hunter. By spending more time in the woods, not only are you getting to enjoy God's beautiful creation, you're also going to learn a lot more about the white-tailed deer. You're going to pick up on some of the signs that you'd often overlooked. You're going to be able to predict travel patterns. You're going to be able to find natural food sources. You're going to enjoy this experience. And by learning to get within 15 yards or less of the white-tailed deer, it will make you a better hunter. If any of you are thinking about traditional bow hunting, I'd love to encourage you to do that. Or if you're thinking about becoming a bow hunter, I would love to encourage you to follow along and join our little family here on YouTube. We're going to be taking you all the way back to when I started as a kid. Yes, I did. I started with a recurve, then went to a compound. Hunted compound lots of years. But over the last 40 years of bow hunting, I've learned a handful of things that I'd love to share with y'all. I would also like to invite everybody to share their own experiences they have had with bow hunting or trad hunting. Share your stories with not only us, but everybody else who comes behind you and reads the comments. I think this would be a great place that we can all share some of our own experiences. If some of your experiences or tips are things that we really and truly enjoy, we will be sharing them in our new series of bow hunting videos. It's going to be a series of videos designed to help anybody new get into the sport of bow hunting. We're going to cover bow selection, arrow selection. We're going all the way back to the beginning. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. We appreciate your likes, comments. If you know of somebody who's thinking about getting into bow hunting and would benefit from a series of videos like this, please consider sharing this with them. I hope you all have a blessed week. Thanks for watching the video. Let's get outside and make something happen.